So, now that we've looked at human needs and tomato needs, now we can consider building a better job for people. As a manager, as a human resource expert, you have to be one to be a manager, you should be one. Let's have some consideration for the employees. As Crazy Dose Incorporated says, my greatest assets leave the parking lot every day. And it's my job to make sure that they come back. So we get good people to work for us, and now we need to keep them coming back. Now, one thing you could do, and I wish you would do, is go to the Glassdoor website and ask yourself, what do people value? On that website, they rate companies on the pros and cons of working at the place. So you can look at that and see what people value, and then think about that and put it in your little management toolkit of things to remember in 5 years if you're not a manager already. So, now from the 5 jobs, we learned that it is motivational or less demotivating for most people if there's some skill variety and we have different tasks to do. So if you read the article on Crazy Incorporated Uno, one thing that he did say in those articles was they almost required job rotation. Even though that, well, it gives you flexibility if somebody does get sick, that somebody can cover for them. And it also, on the negative side, would create fear because people, you have to take them out of their comfort zone. They get used to doing one thing. But for the overall betterment of the employee, Crazy number 1 almost requires job rotation because he doesn't want people to get bored. So we're trying to build a better job here. Maybe we could make sure, do a check. Later on we're going to build a little checklist, but is anybody bored? They're good people, they come to work. Maybe we overlooked the fact that they're bored. So, skill variety, getting out of the office. I used to, the last 5 years at the corporation, I was doing all kinds of different things. I wasn't stuck in one place for probably longer than an hour and a half. So, and I loved it. Task identity. Do you have job simplification where one person does the same? It's very much related here in a way. Simple things, or maybe you could have instead of one person doing this, one person doing this, one person doing this, maybe you could do it as a team, and that would relate to rotation. I've heard that one of the car companies has a team of people to build an engine, so that you would be much more proud of yourself if a team built an engine, because you've done probably 20% of that engine instead of just putting on the windshield wiper, which is like 0.0005% of building the whole car. So how are you doing on that? And next comes the task significance, the meaningfulness. This comes up, actually it comes up kind of in self-actualization. It came up with Pink. I think it kind of comes up with Herzberg and the 5 jobs. Task significance. If you do have somebody in a job that doesn't seem very meaningful, maybe you could have shared jobs so you spread the wealth amongst several jobs, so you're not doing, we have to get the boring job done. This doesn't seem too meaningful, but maybe we could spread it amongst everybody, so everybody has a chance to do something meaningful. Another thing to consider is some people don't know the meaningfulness of their job. They think they're just washing dishes, but those dishes, if they aren't clean, it could lead to health problems. It could bring down the whole reputation of the restaurant. So the dishwasher is just as important as the chef. Okay, and autonomy. If at all possible, a lot of times it's not possible, but sometimes it is, can they do it their way? These are things that would make a job more attractive to people and more motivational. So now, another thing that came up was job security. How secure do people feel in their job? One way you could build up that job security is to attempt to remove fear. Now, there's a common, I think, misconception that it's going to come up down here, that managers they have to keep a distance from the employee. They can't get personal. They can't become a friend or a coach. A coach is personal, right? So if we have the relationships and we report that we're doing okay, we're going to make it for at least till the end of the month. And that's where crazy number one had open books, which could get scary, but at least if things are going good, then you have some job security because the department or one operation is doing well. Okay, and then job security. Okay, another thing we could do is, not job security, add team spirit, where we have to monitor if we have bullies. I have worked with bullies, and that is no fun. They are there to destroy your self-esteem whenever they get a chance. It brings you down, doesn't make you feel good about yourself, and they ruin the people that they are around. The bullies, the jerks, do we have any of those on board? They're actually, that's an ethical violation to allow a bully, unless the bully brings in a ton of money for the company. Bullies, allowing bullies to have access to your employees and break their spirits is unethical. And I would make sure that, as Robert Sutton would say, no assholes allowed. Okay, so now what have we done? We've worked on the basics of the job. We've removed fear, we hope, and gotten some team spirit, got some relationships going on here, and we have some job security going on. Now, what about the personal growth types of things? Is the manager, are you being a coach or a cop? Can we know the abilities of everybody on the team? That's your job, by the way. And gradually add responsibilities as the person is, no surprises, but add responsibilities over time that doesn't put the employee in a state of fear, but something that they can kind of look forward to, a little added challenge. Have we done that lately? Can we be a friend and a supportive person, being the coach? And have we caught them doing something right lately? To try to work on that personal responsibility, achievement, self-esteem. How is the self-esteem going? So I would rather work for a person who pays attention to these things, and that would result in a better job. It's not just what you have to do, it's how you're seen at work. Achievements. Can we catch them doing something right? And have we recognized? That doesn't mean a plaque. It's just a pat on the back. And here again, a lot of these things would result in personal growth. Now if we come over here, we go back to the Hawthorne effect and Maslow with relationships and belongingness. Have we shown that we cared? Have we given everybody attention? Have we done the Hawthorne effect? And at the end of one of your articles for this week, they're gonna say, well, what do we do? How do we deal with all of these, rewards and all of this stuff? And the solution from Alfie Kahn, get them to forget about the money. Now, a lot of people take this to mean we don't talk about money. Well, we don't have to talk about money if people have forgotten about the money. It's not that we want to pay less and not talk about it. It means we want to pay just that little bit of extra cash or what we can afford and make it sustainable. If your employee or if employees make $25 a day, try to pay 30. That way they forget about the money. Instead of going, I hate this job and they don't pay well, they're cheap. Say, hey, okay, yeah, we get paid fairly. Yeah, gonna do my job. So, if it was like a hotel person, cleaning staff, if the industry standard around town is 25 bucks, try to pay 30. Try to pay 32. That's what I do at my house with my people. Always try to give them a little bit of extra so they look forward to coming back. Golden handcuffs, golden cage, my assets go out the driveway and they come back. Because, well, a lot of this, get them to forget about the money, shows that you care about them and they're valued. So, these are some of the ways that you can make a better job. Building a better job. So people they go from being unhappy to happy and coming back. And I think it's great advice to listen to the gurus, look at the human needs, what's motivational to employees, and apply it.